Hello everyone, welcome back to Journey Worldly. Today I want to talk about a card that plays a very specific role in my wallet, the Capital One Venture One. This isn't necessarily the card I use for every purchase. In fact, I have other cards that earn more in specific categories. Instead, I use the Venture One as my gateway to the Capital One travel ecosystem. And one of the things I love most about this card, no annual fee. So I'm not paying an annual fee just to keep access to this card and its rewards program. The Venture One currently earns 1.25 miles per dollar on everyday purchases. So if you spend $100 on an ordinary purchase, you're earning 125 Capital One miles. And that's not the highest everyday earning rate you'll find. For comparison, the Capital One Venture earns 2 miles per dollar, but it has a $95 annual fee. And there are also opportunities to earn more. The Venture One currently earns 5x back on eligible hotels, vacation rentals, rental cars, and activities booked through Capital One Travel. It also earns 5x on eligible Capital One entertainment purchases. So there are situations where the card can earn significantly more than its standard 1.25x rate. Here's where my strategy gets really interesting. I also have the Capital One Savor. The Savor is a card I use for many of my bonus categories. For example, I use it for dining, groceries, and entertainment when those purchases qualify for its elevated cashback rates. So instead of forcing the Venture One to do everything, I give each card a different job. Savor is my earning card. Venture One is my gateway to the miles and travel side of Capital One. Capital One allows eligible rewards to be combined between certain accounts, which means rewards earned through the Savor can potentially become part of my Capital One miles strategy when paired with an eligible miles account. And that's where I think this setup becomes really interesting. I'm taking purchases I'm already making and potentially turning those into travel. The biggest reason I keep the Venture One is access to Capital One's travel ecosystem. Eligible Capital One miles can be transferred to participating airline and hotel loyalty programs. That means instead of simply redeeming rewards for cash, I could potentially transfer miles to a travel partner and use them towards a flight or hotel. You don't have to use transfer partners. You can also use Capital One's travel platform and other available redemption options. But if you enjoy learning about points and miles, transfer partners can potentially provide another way to get value from your rewards. That's really useful for me because I travel internationally. I've used points and miles to help make trips to places like Colombia, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Puerto Rico more affordable. Another benefit that matters to me is that the Venture One has no foreign transaction fees. When I'm traveling internationally, I don't want to worry about paying an additional fee simply because I'm using my card outside the United States. So the Venture One can be useful not only for earning miles, but also as part of my international travel wallet. You might be wondering, why use Venture One instead of the regular Venture? The Venture earns 2 miles per dollar on everyday purchases compared to 1.25x on Venture One. But Venture has a $95 annual fee, while Venture One has no annual fee. So for me, Venture One is about keeping things simple and low cost. I don't need the highest possible earning rate on every purchase because I'm using my other cards strategically. For example, if I'm eating at a restaurant, I'll probably use my Savor. If I'm making a purchase where my Quicksilver makes more sense, I'll use that. And the Venture One remains my gateway to the travel side of Capital One. My Capital One setup is really simple. Savor, bonus category, cashback. Quicksilver, 1.5 cash back on everyday purchases. Venture One, 1.25x miles on everyday purchases, and my gateway to Capital One's travel ecosystem. And if you don't have a Quicksilver, you could simply use the Venture One for your everyday spending and earn 1.25 miles per dollar. If you already hold the Venture or Venture X, your strategy could look different because those cards offer a higher everyday miles earning rate. The important thing is to build a setup around your spending and your travel goals. So that's why I keep the Capital One Venture One. It's not necessarily about having the highest earning rate. It's about having a zero annual fee card that connects my everyday reward strategy with the travel side of Capital One. For me, the Savor earns the elevated rewards, the Quicksilver gives me simple cash back, and the Venture One serves as my gateway to travel partners. That's the strategy that works for me. That's what I want to share on Journey Worldly, how I use credit cards, points, and miles to help make international travel more affordable without simply spending more money to earn rewards. Remember, don't spend money you don't normally spend just to earn points. Pay your balance, avoid interest, and use credit cards strategically. Thanks for watching Journey Worldly, and as always, let's continue the journey.